the timing chain on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working at it by myself, so I'm not able to. And then it's cold, bro. I can't crank the joke up and get no heat off of. So, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much just standing still, waiting on some a little bit more warmer days, along with I probably shouldn't have said that. And it's been real timid. Um, but yeah. So the vehicle is down. It's quite a few things. I'm figuring that's going on with the car. They had did some things with the high power microwavable device, and that no, Sam, we was able to get right past that. So they figured they'll come with a couple of things. I had noticed when I came out of a restaurant picking up an order that the gas cap was uh, popped on the car. In this car, you had to open it from the inside. Um, and do NWI have keys to this vehicle? Yeah, they headed up north. I'm not sure if they had it down here, they could have got it transferred down here. They could have just got a copy made. You know, saying they own a lot of different people in a lot of different places. It's not hard to get a key up on the car, especially when you got badges and stuff like that up under the task force um, of because they do y'all do know they work. Y'all that work with them, y'all know that y'all work with law enforcement, not all law enforcement, but some of the crooked ones. Um, and doing a whole lot of illegal things. You know what I'm saying? That was it originally started out to be crooked? I'm not sure, but I do know they was originally set up without any direct way of making a complaint against them. And so in that sense, right there, you know what I'm saying, sound like they was getting ready to, you know what I'm saying, to do some dirt. And they didn't want no feedback, no complaints. You know what I'm saying? So they've been set up without a direct way to make a complaint against them. You go through the sheriff's associations, and you know what I'm saying, they don't govern them. They at one point I heard that they supposed to be what sheriff's supposed to always be out there with them. Then you'll get different stories from different local law enforcement agencies that they don't do that. They just, you know, some people live in a neighborhood looking out for their stuff. I ain't heard that one in quite a long time, but that was one of the things that was being said. But you can look up on a lot of things, and y'all got to do it quick because you know what I'm saying. I'm the man as far as being targeted. And so whatever I put out there, you do what I'm saying, they try to hurry up and clean it up. And they do got power to and I'm gonna start putting some videos out that my screen recorder records. Like I went into Walmart, excuse me, to get an oil filter for the car. Because I know the car needed a oil change. I didn't think that was the problem, but then I was kind of wondering on that because the oil cap, you know, so when you work on your own vehicle, you know your vehicle. I know how I put my cap on, so my cap. If I tighten it too hard on there, that joker, you know what I'm saying, you got to get some pliers to get him off that way. But you know what I'm saying. So I put it on there a certain way that it's easy to get off. Now the other day when I went in there to check the oil on it, the cap was just loose. Um, and so um with them what they try to do, they try to study an individual. You know what I'm saying, I'm you know what I'm saying, with God, so I'm definitely not finna be looking over my shoulder parking my car by the, you know what I'm saying, front door and be trying to keep an eye out on my car. Man, I ain't finna live like that. That's the purpose of AI moving forward. We not finna live like that. So I'll park the car, you know what I'm saying, and go on up and you know what I'm saying, where I'm going, and hey, that's that. You know what I'm saying? And will be delayed a lot of times, and a lot of times they probably be doing some stuff. Now, we pretty much leaned them over towards the high power microwave device because they can't use that direct attack energy, electronic things and stuff like that there. So with me directing them more into that pad, you know, they figured I wasn't paying attention to the car, so they probably do some hands-on stuff. And up north, we was doing a whole lot of reporting with these cameras from these businesses, and of course, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of law enforcement work with them, they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, too many man hours to for for that when they loosened the tire lug on the car. You know what I'm saying? Hammond, police told me, you know what I'm saying, that he was gonna give it over to the detective, but he, you know, to be honest, he believed that'd be too much, too many man hours going into that. Um, and he, like he said, you know, it might be important to me, but to them, you know what I'm saying, they looking at it like the man hours, right? But here's the thing: the tire could have flew out the car, killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not light skinned, so I guess if I'd have been light skinned, it would have been a different story. Or if it had killed somebody light skinned, then you know, since stuff probably got dead. Basically, I'm with Trump with that. You know what I'm saying? He cutting down a whole lot of this government. These government agencies because ain't none of them doing nothing. Well, I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them ain't doing nothing. They transfer you this one right here, say transfer you this one right here, and when you get finished at the end of the day, you ain't got nothing did but a whole bunch of transferring. This one don't know if it's in their jurisdiction and blah just skip there. And man, what the heck is they there for? They was saying. Uh, but yeah. I mean, police, you report crime, right? You report crime to the police. They supposed to do something about it. They serve and protect, right? You report crimes to the police. They supposed to do something about it. You shouldn't have to go to this one, that one over there. This one right here only do the shoelaces. The other one over there, he only do the sole of the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That real talk. That's why so much crime going on out here. Mainly because the NWO's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Everybody done got cushy. And everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying? They ain't finna tell on each other because, you know, they consider them as co-workers, as law enforcement agents, as they supposed to be extra set of eyes and ears for the popos. Uh, so yeah. But with that and moving forward, um, we in a crazy world, and you look at people like NWO members, leaders that have got it rather than them admitting that they've made some mistakes. They've done some wrong stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they know they people out here bad. And you know what I'm saying? Know that because they get angry and come on with it too. Uh, uh, and rather than them do that, and these are the people we looking up to become some new police, and we in trouble, Jack. But yeah, they and y'all gotta excuse my appearance, Jack. It's been a little bit hard, but I still trust God, point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's the whole point of faith, man. So going through something sometime, or not seeing uh, what you reaching to obtain and believing God for it, hey, that's faith. Don't know what other people may say faith is about. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they don't see it, Jack. That ain't, you know what I'm saying, they ain't willing to go through it. But hey, I love God. God is my strength, my source, and He never failed me yet. And I'm not looking for Him to fail. And not only that, I'm willing to die for His name's sake. Not only willing to suffer for His name's sake, but I'm willing to die for His name's sake. It's bigger than me, Jack. If uh, if my advocating against this organization, if my standing for Jesus Christ for this, I mean, I love people. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna stick my head in a hole and play like I didn't see, you know what I'm saying, Joker flying through a red light, hit somebody, and then kept going. The rest of their team members, you know what I'm saying, looking like, I was like, well, you see nothing? No. They ain't gonna report nothing because they ain't trying to stop nothing. All of it is fun to them. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is a coup attempt. These jokers are against the Constitution. They have hired illegal immigrants on the payroll and some of everything else. And they letting them folks know before ISIS can do what they supposed, before ICE can do what they supposed to be doing. Because again, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of if that's what I was gonna say. If you look up a lot of these local police stations, I don't care where you at, and count the numbers of official law enforcement agents versus civilian workers, and I found a lot of them. Now I can go back probably and check again, and it changed just like they did in Lansing, or South Harlan. I think that was South Harlan. Shoot, I went back on there. I recorded it, Jack. I went back on there. They didn't switch the page over. Now it's more law enforcement agencies than it is civilian work. The civilian workers. Uh, uh, yeah. So, um, yeah, but we're living in a crazy world, and Thank God for Donald Trump. I know a lot of y'all probably kick out of that on that right there, but forget what y'all talking about, man. Um, if we had left this mess the way that it's going, like I say, it's so bad. It was a woman up in Chicago, Illinois. Her daughter got raped, and she was on the news. Don't know how she got a spot on the news, but they let her somehow got a spot on the news. Maybe they just showing that, you know what I'm saying. I'm getting no darn what she talking about. She ain't nothing gonna happen. We running this thing. We above the law. But yeah, she was all upset. She said, somebody gonna pay. Somebody gonna answer for this. Usually time is what they call safe passage workers all over the place. But the day my daughter get raped, ain't nobody out here. You know, I've expressed a lot of people work for them and wonder. I know a person, a gentleman that dog winded up with some supposed to be some type of disease, but he was having problems with a light skinned neighbor. Whom saying the area has started transitioning. A lot of dark skinned people moving up and there, but she stood her ground. She was still there. And she had some, some complaints. He's a young new homeowner, and well, him and his girl, and saying he had this, saying some stuff had kind of, got up under her. She wasn't going for. She probably was, saying unhappy that the neighborhood was changing like that. There, then again, saying the stuff she might have been complaining about was real. But here's the thing with NWO: instead of dealing with it legally, they'll start doing stuff illegally because they're individual people. They're just human beings, right? So his dog winded up and the dog probably be out there barking every now and then. But instead of, getting the police involved, if that was a problem or something like that, they'll then do it the right way. But all of a sudden, this dog started, defecating blood and I think spitting up blood and stuff like that. That sound like glass to me. And the dog's food, as a dog, you throw the right type of food out there, dog eat it. You know what I'm saying? They know his guts all tore up. Or it could have been a high power microwave device. All I know is once we get NWO off the street, we won't have to worry about if, who, and what, and why. Or possibility, because that high power microwave device, I've seen it walking the dog. Jack, the poor dog didn't know what was going on. He barely would use the bathroom when he was out there with me. Uh he'll jump, you know what I'm saying? Because as being a victim of the thing, I know that they can make your body parts young. They can make it, you know what I'm saying, crumple uh, stuff around you like the grass or something like that. And dogs have strong sense, so they have a whole lot of stuff that they doing just illegal. And they got a whole bunch of goofy jokers. Half of y'all work with them. Y'all know a bunch of them just dumb. Just completely dumb and got the power of a high power microwave device. You know what I'm saying? For them, that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I want to say Christmas. That's more like Halloween with a bag full of candy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody governing them. Ain't nobody going to say nothing against them. Y'all see it. Y'all ain't going to say nothing because y'all know that who you going to tell? You know what I'm saying? You going to tell y'all bosses? What they going to do? The whole organization been set up to do illegal stuff. Now you become a target or look that funny. They got to watch over your shoulder. So yeah, the car. Like I said, I noticed that about the oil thing. I noticed that about the gas thing. Somebody might say, "Well, man, you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing all y'all's a doggone lie. Them jokers is petty as ever. You know what I'm saying? As ever." You know what I'm saying? Every round they lose, because I'm gonna tell you what is real strongly about. See, I love God, and for me to continue to push through, that shows that God is real. Now I'm bounded in, you know what I'm saying, the car been down since Friday. I was thinking about that. It's almost Friday. Tomorrow be Friday again. God is able. God is strong. God is real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever come out of this right here, I'm gonna give him the glory, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Even if my glory is to lie down and leave this world, I guarantee you my posts and all everything I've done will only show that this was NWO's intention anyway. How many homeless people out here because of NWO? You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen to some of these people's stories. It's a whole lot of stuff that done happen that these jokers think is funny. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't they don't like you. I've experienced stuff in businesses, public establishments, which is against the law for them to discriminate or interact with such discrimination or mistreatment, but yet they continue to get along. I'm still waiting to hear back from the department, but we know it's a whole lot of switchover stuff going on up there. So we know change is in the atmosphere, and they know that I got a lot of stuff on the ground. In fact, I just did something with the with ICE, ICE, the immigration police, and brothers wonder why. I remember a brother said to me in the Salvation Army that uh, you know basically I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something to the same. He was looking in the mirror. We was the only ones in the bathroom going to the urinal, and you know what I'm saying. He kind of looked in the mirror and said, "Oh, why are you here then?" Or something. If God, I think it was something like, "If God's so strong, why you here then?" Or something like that. There, right? And God is strategic, Jack. I had to go through a lot of stuff to actually get the groundwork, to actually get the information. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff is all working for the good of me that love the Lord and them that love the Lord, because it's bigger than me, Jack. It's about my brothers and sisters too. Like I say, I ain't gonna stick my head up in no hole and then come to church on Sunday morning and know that somebody is a target individual and have no conscience at all. You know what I'm saying? Because we in my family cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe she calls now, so, or, or I can't get involved in that. You know what I'm saying? People that become selfish, crazy world we living in, right? Even in the church. Not all churches now. I ain't kicking against all churches. I ain't kicking against churches anyway, but I'm kicking against those that have lost their way. No, Lucifer never had intended to come knock at the door and tell you that, yeah, I'm Lucifer. I come to see if you want to sell your soul. I come to get your soul. No, he going to come as deceptive as he is, and he is going to gain a lot of souls that way, such as he's done. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, profess God, and the works thereof show opposite. You know what I'm saying? Jesus said it in the scriptures that he will say, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you." Man, we cast out demons in your name. We didn't clothe folks in. Jesus said, "Man, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you." And the reason why is because Satan himself has transformed himself into an angel of light. Likewise, have his ministers also transformed themselves into ministers of righteousness. People read that, people preach up on it, and they don't get it. They don't get it. They thinking that this thing is just sweet. Everything gonna be peaches and roses, and when things don't get look like peaches and roses, like when Donald Trump got in the seat, then people started having a different. "Oh, I don't know what's going on." What happens to you believe God is able? God is all things. You know what I'm saying? What Donald Trump is doing, he ain't doing nothing to hurt us. He trying to get us back to the Constitution, and that might hurt a lot of folks because a lot of folks done got off of our constitutions and law. The brothers and sisters went over there and fought in wars. Man, they didn't fight for this bull jump. For a country that's fighting against itself. You know what I'm saying? You complain about a joker doing illegal. Next thing you know, you being retaliated upon. Now, so my vehicle, that's where I was going. My vehicle, y'all see my face is looped on that side. They was shocking at my jawbone tooth. Um, and they'll use that device to make your teeth, try to block you from some sleeping and stuff like that. And I noticed that my face is crumpled on the side. I don't really sleep on that side, so they ain't come from that. Yo, shouldn't have said that. Maybe they try the other side. But hey, it's all being recorded. And I just look at the fact that God takes small things and to turn them into, make them wise. You know what I'm saying? Things that thought to be foolish of this world, he'll turn them things around and make it wise. And the things that thought to be wise of this world, he'll turn around and make it into food. The car, uh, I remember the Kia. It was, like I said, it was brand new. I bought it in 2017. It was 2017, and they burnt the fuel pump out of that. Now I was checking first off. You know what I'm saying? I was leaning towards the timing chain. Like I said, I'm by myself, so I can't really see. And then this is a Honda, and Hyundai. I think that's right. It's the Honda HONDA. DA. Uh, and I know General Motors, when daytime and go, it'll spin real quick. What? Because it's freewheeling. So when I tried to start it the other day, after it started up, I cleaned some stuff um, with the injector, because that's what it was acting like it was doing. Um, in the vehicle stabilizer, the system kept kicking on, and all that goes with the acceleration. Um, but yeah. So let me finish that real quick. So yeah, I was in Walmart the other day. I'm looking for a wall filter. I go online. They got the scan thing where they used to have a book up there, but the books was gone. Just one book up there for 2024 cars. Uh, so yeah. I looked up on the website thing like they said, looked up my filter, and they gave me a filter. Now I know, what I'm saying. I had grabbed a filter that it belongs to the Kia. I couldn't remember the number on this vehicle because sometimes I'll go into different parts stores and they may carry different brands, which will carry a different number. So the number I looked up on the website uh, for Walmart that they had posted there, look, quickly look up your filter, blah, just skip that. So I looked it up, and they was giving me a number for a filter that was way too small for my vehicle. Long story short, I wound up going up to the service thing, and they did have the book there, and looked it up on the book, and so they are able to doodle things on your devices. I got plenty of evidence on that. I got three different devices, four that all was doing, what I'm saying, showing hacking ability, and I got a paid prescription for a security on my phone, which we're gonna be on them too, because shouldn't be happening. Two different networks. And all of them was experiencing the same thing. The jokers shut down your phone whenever they want to. Uh, uh, and a lot of people say, well, why come they don't just continue to do that? Well, because with you as a criminal, even though you let's say if you was a mobster and you got the police on your payroll in your little town, would you just deliberately just do some stuff in front of the public? Even though you got these polices on your team, because they get bigger than that. That's why. That's why. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Uh, God is strategic in his ways. Hey, and that's the challenge, Jack. Y'all that powerful and that strong. I be telling them all the time, Jack. Y'all that powerful and that strong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all above the law. Can't nobody touch y'all. Y'all can beat me. Then show me like Missouri. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So they with the car, so I was able to get the filter for it out of the book versus the website, which should be the most updated one. But yeah. So I was able to get the filter. Now, um, when I had the oil change a while back here, and I went to a shop and let them did it, and the female put the bolt on there too tight. Uh, and I wasn't able to get the bolt off. So I gotta, what I'm saying, get another way of getting off. But I'm curious to see what's in my oil. Because I noticed the car was kind of winding over slow, like, what I'm saying, some stuff probably been put up into it. The gas tank cap, door rather, because the cap I didn't really check. The door was open on the car. Now they'll do stuff like that there because I was leaning towards feeding them more towards the device. So they'll leave it open, you know what I'm saying, because that's like a nah. You know what I'm saying? We been in your thing. Now watch, he ain't gonna even worry about it because he think we doing everything with the device. But you know what I'm saying? The more you taunt them, the more they want to show you that they can do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm you know what I'm saying, you can turn the ignition on and see if the fuel pump is kicking. And I'm not hearing my fuel pump kick. I'm hearing the relay make a you know what I'm saying, you can hear that click of in of something, but you're not hearing the motor go. Somebody, a mechanic, know what I'm talking about, Jack. When you turn that key, that fuel pump makes a roaring noise because it's pumping fuel up there to the top. Uh, And so I don't really know what's going on with it. I'm perceiving that there's probably quite a bit of things going on with it, because we've been able to overcome all the other stuff. So they call themselves gonna put a whole bunch of, they like to call themselves doing with the post office, government post office, man. I can't even get my mail. P.O. box I'm paying for. They supposed to have pulled the money up out of there on the 15th, and came and went. I looked today, they didn't pull the money up out of there, even though I, you know what I'm saying, tried to make sure they weren't gonna be able to pull it out so that I can get the money and pay it myself on before the due date. But because NWO Call themselves really got this plan right here trapped to make me bow down and I guess denounce God or just continue to be homeless and die or something, you know what I'm saying? They really call themselves putting the fop down. And this ain't the first time, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is a stronger time. All I know is that I've through God, everything they've thrown, I've overcome. One man, as they say. He just one man, and I put on that. He just one black man, because I know they really got that. And that ain't all light-skinned people now, don't y'all? Hey, but that's these privileged summer guns think that they are better than me. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people done sold they soul to him, bowed down to him, Jack. I ain't of that group. I belong to God. I'm more than a conqueror, and I believe that and know that and standing on it, Jack. Period. You know what I'm saying? The Bible tells me to obey those that have the ruling authority over me, but not to a point where you selling your soul. Can I hear you preaching? Not to a point where you sold your soul. And you heard what Joseph and them did, the Hebrew boys, hey, they had ruling authority over them too, Jack. But when it comes down to bowing down, talking about some worshiping Lucifer, no sirree Bob. And you say, well, they ain't actually just asking us to worship Lucifer, Jack. They telling you to oppress individuals. The Bible say oppress none. Huh? Now, the Bible say falsely accuse not your brother. Who you worshiping? Maybe you still up under God because y'all that once saved, always saved organization. I forgot. But yeah, so everybody going to heaven. Like, I don't know what heaven y'all going to, but anyway, and I can't say you going to heaven or hell because up on your dying bed, you might ask God for forgiveness. He is faithful and just to forgive you of all your sin. You've been a crook all your life, and on your dying bed, my Father will forgive you. Now that's the word. But so yeah. With the concept, we'll figure out, see what's going on with her. Uh, Shoot, I was discussing with God the other day, man. If this is it, you know, you done put me better. I was reading that with Abraham. You know what I'm saying? He had promised Abraham that he was going to the promised land and all that. Abraham never made it. His kids never made it, and God didn't lie to him. You know what I'm saying? The promise was given unto him because Abraham had the promise within himself. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he was obtaining, that we would have obtained up in the promised land, he already had it in them son. And his kids, you know what I'm saying, actually was the one that got into the inheritance way down the line. God don't miss, you know what I'm saying? And shoot, when Abraham rise again upon that day, shoot, the promise that God intended for him of the promised land, he will obtain, Jack. You know, so I know that if this be my end, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Those things that shoot, when I get to heaven, all of that and them some is mine to obtain. So, as Martin Luther King said, so we're not worried about anything. We're not what he say? They took Bull and turned him into a stern, and we ain't gonna let no water holes or no dogs turn us around. We ain't gonna let no injunctions turn us around. All of that illegal crap being thrown. Like I said, they pulled the finances for the what you call it earlier, sent me into a overdraft because they ain't had that much money up in there. I got some money if I can get to over across the bridge to get it on there. But now I'm $36 short, and the car need a whole lot of stuff did to her to get back up and work so that I can get back to work and you know what I'm saying legally working as a citizen of the United States of of America is supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And these demons doing everything in their power to try to block it. Now, you tell me, I know y'all can come up with something, but it's supposed to took out it on the 15th. I left the money up in there so they could take it out on the 15th. After the 15th, they ain't take it out of there. I made sure they couldn't take it out of there. And I used the money for some things that I needed to take care of. Not all of it, but you know what I'm saying? And so I was going to use the other proportion. I got to air it up now. Yeah, I was going to use the other proportion to get me an Uber so I can go over to the bank and get this other proportion of money that I have so I could go ahead and get the car fixed. But no, they done fixed that. But I'm not worried about it. It's cold as heck. Yesterday it got pretty cold, Jack. So um, they're angry because I will not bow down. Hey, I just did some stuff today online. They tried to block online. I got high speed internet, Jack. Whenever I get ready to take care of some business, my stuff moves super slow. My stuff moved to a point where it don't even the websites I go to, all of a sudden it said it don't work. Sorry, that website ain't located. And we know, like I said, I know that, saying they got the power to hack devices and stuff like that there. And I was getting ready to go into these people's faces because Trump done changed some powers around. And they serious. They serious about getting this country back together. I know y'all don't like it, but they serious about getting this country back together and up on the Constitution, which is the guideline we all should be trying to follow to work together as a United States of America, rather than all this individuality stuff. Joker pointing fingers at him, telling me he's a criminal, and they run around here breaking all type of laws. Jack border wide open over there. How is that legal? You know what I'm saying? How is that legal? Everybody want to get these judges and whatnot to try to fight against things that Donald Trump doing. Jack, you know what I'm saying? They could have did all that with the border. You hear people. I love David Chappelle, man. David Chappelle had this little short up there. He said, "Oh my God, I hate to say it like this, but he did that joke was funny as heck, right?" He said, what he said? He was in Chicago, right? He said, uh, what you call it, messed up, right? He basically talking about a whole bunch of light skinned people down. He said something about Abe Lincoln, which I ain't down for, but he said what he said, Abraham Lincoln, blanked up, right? Then he came to the point. He said, all white people is blanked up. Then he said, shh, they coming. Then he turned back and looked at the camera, right? And that's real talk, though, right? I ain't tripping on that. A lot of you jokers, I know I'm make y'all mad on this. A lot of you jokers done, you know what I'm saying, got the definition of house, some of my guns, and whores. Uh, and you'll say some things behind, you know what I'm saying, the privileged folks, and not all light skinned people now. Let me just stay with the now. Not all white people, but the privileged joker. Y'all say some stuff behind their back, but at the same time be like, shh, they coming. I'll stop the gun, train around your neck, and you think you're gonna get to some equality that way? Pacified jokers. Whatever the masters say do, you'll do. Sit, doggies, and stay. You know what I'm saying? Me myself personally, I belong to the God, and you know what I'm saying. I'm more than a conqueror. Man was created equal. You know what I'm saying, and so that's what I'm running with. The Constitution law says I got rights to all of these different things, and that's what I'm gonna obtain. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, that ain't living. And for me to live is Christ, and for me to die is gain. I'm out. Vehicle down. I'm stranded. You know what I'm saying? Hey, God is still able. God is good. I trust him. I ain't denouncing him. I ain't going nowhere. Whatever come my way, I'm looking at it as a testimony, Jack. I send up the thing. I just get excited about the thing, man. I'm way up there in the boom box dock somewhere. You know what I'm saying? When they target the what you call it. I like I said, I'm leaning towards sugar in the gas tank or something like that. Uh, don't sound like the pump kicking in. The Kia did the same thing. A brand new car. You know, Mars would make me get a gas lock for the tank, and I should have did that for this one. But you know what I'm saying? I'm stronger than I was yesterday. All of this stuff right here is a testimony to God for everything that we overcome. We ain't got to be dodging no demons. Demons can't do nothing with God. Anybody hear me? Demons can't do nothing with God. Ain't nothing wrong with taking precautions. I should have I should have put a gas lock up on there, but God didn't direct my mind to that. You know what I'm saying? When I seen the door up on there, I just closed the door and got up in the car, reported to the police for what? You know what I'm saying? They probably got some fingerprints off that bad boy, but you know what I'm saying? It's too many man hours, you know what I'm saying, for a black man. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have been light skinned, this Jack, god dang it, a truck would have came out there for forensic. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I'm black. I'm dark skinned, rather. So, uh, yeah, and a Christian and fighting against them, yeah, they ain't gonna get too much business. But don't put too much stock in nothing I'm saying, Jack, because I ain't trying to help the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because I might bounce around and do that. But yeah. So that's it. World crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've been noticing, and you dangle enough in front of these jokers, and I will dangle in front of them because I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I know that God got whatever. I want to take my boo boo and you know what I'm saying, get her some new seats and all that stuff. She been good. For what we paid for, what she came out of, and all of that stuff. She been good. Um, but I know that what God has for me, can't nobody stop. Can't nobody block. It will come to pass. And yeah, plan to take her with. Um, but hey, won't be the first car I lost in this battle, and this battle almost over with. I ain't confused about it, and they ain't confused about it either. That's how come they hitting, boy. They been hitting back to back to back to back. You know, just stupid stuff, and I'm just looking at it, enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Cause the back to back to back work with like what the feds say. You know, individually it don't look like much, but collectively, and this stuff ain't over a period of time. Up north, and my buddy said that, man. He said, man, yeah, that that prejudice state. And I'm not gonna say all light skinned people, but I have uh gotten like that back to back to back. Uh I'm on that David Chappelle thing again. Light skinned people in general are effed up. But I can't say that because I can't say all light skinned people. But the majority of what's out here call themselves trying to block me from my legal rights and stuff like that, my constitution and me following the law is them summer guns jacked up. So anyway, I am the founder of Americans Against Injustices and the other group which is above the naysayers club, and what y'all talking about, that's what we talking about right here, man. Forget what them naysayers talking about. You follow them, you'll never achieve nothing. Everything is negative on their side. Man, you can't be the president, you can't run for mayor. Woo woo woo, man. Forget all that mess, Jack. I'm gonna do and run for whatever I feel that I'm capable of doing. Darn what you talking about, naysayers. And all of them reside up under an American Original Spirit.wordpress.com. I mean, what is it? An American Original Spirit.wordpress.com. I had it right. And then you can sign the petition, Jack. Y'all need to get back on top of the petition. The petition is www.change.org/ sincerely T.I. servant minister, servant MINADAMKLINTONSR. So it's www.change.org and / sincerely T.I. That's T as in Tom, I as in ill, servant MINADAMKLINT as in Tom, ONSR. And that's the petition page to say no to NWO and all this illegal stuff. 'Cause y'all do know they was hiring immigrants too. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't discriminate, Jack. The new policing, Willie Wilson said it best up there, man. That ain't fair. That ain't right. If I was in some other country illegally, they wouldn't make me a police officer and went over some folks' head, Jack. NWO was purchasing them jokers. Um, you know what I'm saying? I believe for votes. Love you guys. Stay strong in the Lord. Keep your head up. Keep me in prayer. All right. Peace.